All right, hey, this is High Intensity Tactics with Chris Cicchinelli, and today is a new day. It's a day with a Y in it, which I think every day with a Y in it should be something that we celebrate, something that we're excited about, something that we can move forward on. And that's what I am going to be talking about today. Is I want to talk about your motivation, talk about how you're thinking about your business, how you're thinking about your future, and how are you thinking about how to get ahead in each one of those aspects. But I have to come with a quote because I was reading this quote the other day and it made a ton of sense when it comes down to motivation and comes to going out there and getting exactly what you want out of life. When you change the way you look at things, things that you look at change. Wayne Dyer, right? Think about this. When you change the way you look at things and the things you look at change, man, it starts putting these things in perspective for us, each and every one of us. Like, man, I don't like to eat spinach. Well, guess what? How do you take a look at spinach and take a look at it and say, I don't like the taste, but I like what the benefits are for me, right? I'm just using this because, I remember Popeye as a kid growing up, right? Like, I was like, Mom, I don't want to eat spinach. Well, then my mom would go, well, it will help you get big and strong. Oh, that's a different way. I might not like the taste of it, but if it can help me on the health benefits, that's just a different way of looking at it, right? So again, these are things that we have to think about every time that we are going out there, we're running a business. Other things too we have to remember is this. If we're talking about increasing our motivation at this time, gosh, there's a lot of us that need to do that. Reducing things is one of those things that I tell people all the time. If you want to increase your motivation for your job, for your career, for your significant other, for your relationships with people, what you have to do is you have to make it more fun. You got to make it more attainable. Don't make it hard. My basketball coach used to say to me in high school, keep it simple, stupid. And that's the thing, right? We got to keep things simple in our lives. We got to keep things easy, simple. And I think what happens is if you're looking for ways to help you increase your motivation, it's this. You got to simplify the things that you're trying to do. You got to reduce the task list. So many people have all these journals that they keep and they have multiple task lists. I got a family checklist. I got a business checklist. I got to have all this other stuff. And I always keep asking people, when you have all these checklists, are the things that you have on there actually money producing activities? Are they things that are going to get you to your end goals? What are you just putting on this? Are you just putting everything that's on your mind today that you need to get accomplished? And what I find out is this. Most people have these lists and they feel like they just continue to keep adding to them and they never are ever able to take things off. What I will tell you right now, if you want to increase your motivation on things, you got to really start simplifying and start reducing some of the tasks that you have on there. The other thing too is this. On reducing these things on your task list, you got to find out what you're doing great at. You got to find things that you are doing that are things that you're getting excited about, things that you do incredibly well. Those are the things that you need to be focused in on. And the things that you're like, man, this takes me forever to get done in my business, in my life, with my families, whatever. You might have to decide, hey, how do you outsource some of that? Or how do you delegate some of that? Like this. I don't like to do laundry. No. It's something that I despise. Well, guess what? I found somebody that will come in and do my laundry each week for less than $100 a week. I found that person to come in, do it, fold it, whatever. Hey, can I tell you? I don't do it well. I mix colors together. Next thing you know, the white that I was wearing now looks pink. The blues that I was wearing, not any blue anymore. I mixed them in with different colors. I put them in the wrong water. I put them in the hot water, not the cold water. Well, guess what? I screwed up and I made mistakes. And I think that is something that happens. I want to do things that I do really well and give tasks or delegate to people that, well, hey, that are well more efficient or persistent than I am in these areas. The other thing too is that if we want to motivate ourselves or increase our motivations, we got to start focusing on our accomplishments. What have you won lately, right? What are you doing well? What's going well with your business? All of these different things are important, especially as a CEO of your own business. And most of you that are watching this or listening to this, you are your own CEO. You're your own business owner. That's important. But what you are doing each and every day that is going well, you got to write those down. I tell everybody that gets on Rise and Grind in the morning, have a journal that you can note down all the things that went well for today. Because what happens is we dwell on the negatives and we forget about the positives that are happening. That also increases our motivation. What was the positives today for the kids? Did the kids do something good? Did they, was there a math project that went well with them? Typically math hasn't been going really great and all of a sudden now they're doing great in math. Or was there something great with the relationship? Was there like the extra hug, the extra I love you? What was it today that there were like different things that were happening inside the house, inside your business, inside your relationship? The other thing too is this. we got to make sure if we want to increase our energy that we understand that desire, okay, the desire is fed off of positive self-talk or negative self-talk. And we got to remember this. That's why it's so important that we set goals for ourselves. Because if we have positive self-talk, goals that we're trying to go after, and we're saying, hey, I want to hit this by the end of the month. I want to hit that by the end of the month. That's a desire that will kick in for achievement, for accomplishment, for motivation to go to the next step. Setting measurable goals. 90 days it will take you to boost your goals. 90 days it will take you to boost your motivation by setting things and making sure that you're recognizing your accomplishments. What have you done well this week? And that's why I say you write it down, put them in that journal. It's important. The other thing is that if you want to increase your motivation, you got to own the relationship, baby. You got to own it. You got to deepen your relationship with people, with teammates, with colleagues, with customers. This is the one thing I see a lot of people do. And I don't think you can just be focused on transactional business anymore. Transactional business is out the door. You've got to own a relationship with people. You got to own the relationship each and every day. I think that's an important thing that I look at. If you want to increase your motivation, that's going to give you massive motivation when you can go out there and really be connected with the people that you do business with the most. Gosh, this is exciting because this will lead to gratitude. It'll lead to being grateful for the things you have, not for the things you want. Gosh, I'm so lucky for the relationship I have, both from all of the consultants that are worldwide to my sales team in here to my core staff, and I think that's it. I'm lucky for the friends I have, man. I'm very fortunate for that. And I think the more I tell myself and the more I focus on the positive, that helps my motivation each and every day. It gives me a reason to get up. It gives me a reason to get going. It gives me a reason to move. And I think that's the thing. But also once you create these deepened relationships and you own that, because I think so many people during this pandemic that we went through, I think so many people, I've just lost sight that, that just doing business is, the way of the future. I think more and more people have sat back and go, gosh, you know what? It is a relationship game. I didn't understand that as much as I do now. And I really value relationships, and I'm going to do a better job of deepening them with my customers, with my consumers, with my family, with my teammates, with the people that I work with, because I think people have a newfound relationship when it says own the relationship, own it. It's so important. It's so valuable. The other thing too is you got to create and repeat the positive habits that you want. Like one of the things I talk about all the time is, are you creating habits that are long lasting? Are you creating habits that you could repeat each and every day? Now, I am a creature of habit. Most successful people that I've ran into are creatures of habit. They have routines. And I think that's a huge thing that if you want to see your business succeed, you want to see your business grow, you should be thinking about how do you have a routine each and every day? A routine is going to be important because that routine is going to be something that you could repeat each and every day. That increases motivation. That increases what you want to do. Like I love to get up and work out in the morning. I've started a new routine and you can always start a brand new one. And that is, I like to do a run at night too now. I don't know why. It clears my mind. It helps me kind of rejuvenate myself. It helps me boost my motivation. And the last thing is this. You got to increase your energy level. You're a CEO. You're a business owner. You are a Rainmaker. You have to have the energy. You have to do this. This is something that you have to do to help you with your motivation. You have to understand your energy, the things that you put out each and every day. You got to create that. It's like you got to create that power. You got to create the energy source to go out there and drive every day forward. That's what people are doing. You have to understand we are in charge of our motivation. We're in charge of our futures because we're not employees, we're employers. We're the people that are going out there each and every day and building people, asking people how they come back, how they come to work with us. Because what we're trying to do is increasing our self-motivation. We got to make sure that we have the energy each and every day. Don't forget, reduce some of the tasks on your task list. Focus on the accomplishment. Make sure you understand to set those goals, those desired outcomes. That positive self-talk will help increase that motivation. You got to make sure that you're deepening relationships with your folks, your friends, your customers, your consumers. It is hugely important. And you got to make sure you're creating positive habits. Positive habits that you can repeat each and every day are huge. And don't forget your energy, baby. This is high intensity tactics. if you were listening to another podcast, maybe go to low intensity. If you're not here to bring the energy each and every day, why are you showing up? Why are you showing up? Bring the energy. Create it. Create it. You can do it. Remember, live life by design, not by default. This is HIT. High intensity tactics. Go out there, get that motivation, get that run on, get those new habits ready to go. Increase and boost that gratification that you have each and every day, and be grateful that you're able to go out there and win the day. Have a great one, everyone.